Hello everybody, my name is Jackie, otherwise known as Heart to Heart Readings. I am an angel reader. Follow me on Instagram at Heart to Heart Readings, and please click on my website to check out my services. It's just one question for $5.55, two questions for $7.77, and one full hour live, you and I, only for $33. This first card is called Being. And this card is also by the deck called the Angel Oracle deck by Ambika Waters. Okay, so it says, my soul rests in the truth that my being is eternal. So, first thing that I notice off of this card is that there are two cups. And there's like this, there's like a little, I don't know if you can see that, but there's two people here and then there's like an eye right here. So with this card, what it's telling me is that you are not alone. What this tells me is that we are always in an energetic transaction, communication, connection with the divine. So when you feel lost, you might feel inspired by hope. You might even just, kind of sit to yourself and be like, I think things are gonna be okay. Because the divine is not limited to one object or one thing, it's actually within us, it is us, it's all around us, we are okay. And I know that when we are in a low vibration state, we tend to think off of our negative emotion, right? It's like the emotion and then the thoughts that define our existence, and then we start to define our future based off of these negative mentalities. But what you have to trust is that we are held by the net of the divine. So know that you are okay, know that you are safe, and that you're protected. And for the second card, it says acknowledgement, and this is by the Angel Messenger cards by Meredith L. Young Sowers. So with this card, immediately off the bat, you see how it's yellow? The first thing that comes to mind for me is joy. And also with the solar plexus chakra, that yellow chakra that's right above your belly button. And these two things, they are very much in connection with each other. You are always in a relationship with yourself. And obviously, if you don't have a very healthy relationship with yourself, then your thoughts and your perspective on life is not going to be very positive. And I don't think that you realize this for those that have resonated with card number 2, but you are in a period of transformation with your solar plexus chakra, therefore your self-identity. And so what you may come to find during these next few weeks or this next few months, or even for the year of 2020 and onwards, is your self-identity is starting to solidify. Like your character is starting to build, and your sense of self is starting to strengthen, and you're starting to really understand and know how to define yourself. And in terms of your joy with that yellow that I just mentioned, you are starting to not be afraid of expressing yourself either. You see how this flower in the middle just kind of like sticks out so confidently and so naturally and so vulnerably? That's you. You're starting to not become afraid of, stating your truth and showing what's on your mind to people, and letting other people know that your ideas, they're worth it, and they're creative and your gift. Now for the third card, joy. With this joy card, it really feels like some of you all really don't feel like your most joyous self. In fact, you might feel the opposite. You might feel defeated, you might feel lost, you might feel empty. What that means for you is you need to get back in touch with your center, with your heart chakra, because can you see the green behind the flower? And as well with this flower here, you can see how these petals kind of act as like a blanket, and you need to soothe yourself. You need to Also, I'm hearing that you need to protect yourself. If you are around toxic people, toxic individuals, toxic families, or if you, your own thoughts, are not being so kind to yourself and your body, you need to find a way to block that. And I am actually seeing the color white for you. So I think that if you wear white, I know you're just like, what? Wear white? But this is what I'm hearing and this is what I'm feeling. If you wear white, you will kind of like manifest that block that prevents you from being hurt by your own thoughts or being hurt by other people, because it's difficult right now if you are near toxic people and if you live with them during this whole COVID-19 stuff. It's hard to avoid them. You need to do your spiritual work, and that's wearing white. And I don't know if you notice, but the very center of this card is also green. So what that means for you is that you need to realize that although you do feel sad right now, kind of like what I said in the first card, you are divine energy, and what is really within you is actually I know actually, because you're just like, I don't feel that way, but it's joy and it's laughter and it's happiness. And for some reason I feel like I need to bring up your inner child. You need to look at your inner child, and possibly, depending on what you've been through, but to realize that your inner child is also going through some pain right now. Sometimes when you are not feeling so great, it is a reflection of what pain has caused this trauma within you in the first place. And oftentimes that can lead back to your inner child, or when you were wounded as a child and things like that. And it's a way right now, if you do this little exercise, for you to see that your inner child needs some protection, needs some love. So I think that's how you're going to self-soothe and self-protect as well right now, and allowing a space for your inner child to be validated. Allow him or her to be vocal about how he or she feels. And I think that's going to be really important for you to express your feelings, because I think that you weren't very validated when you were growing up. So how do all of these cards tie in together? Well, when I feel the energy of all three of these cards combined, I can really feel that your angels and your guides are supporting you. And literally, as I said that, the freaking time marker was 1111. Crazy. Okay, anyway. You have so many guides here to support you right now. They know how badly you want to be seen, heard, and understood. They know what you've been through. They know your deepest fears and your deepest troubles. And they are always out for your best intentions and your highest good. So trust in the divine. Know they can protect you. Know they can support you. Know that they can assist you. And for those of you that also have your own goals that you're trying to pursue right now, they hold your dreams. As in, if you feel like you don't feel very confident that your dreams will come true, they hold the truth of how good and how real your dreams are. So don't be afraid to work on them. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. Bye.